Hey, good afternoon to you. Mark again here, Weatherman Plus. It is Monday, March 22nd, so hope you're having a great day today. I didn't upload early this morning. I wanted to wait for the new runs, the fresh runs to come in, because I am showing not only do we have this cold temperature that's coming in, we might have a second blast of it as well. Not to mention, we're going to have a lot of storms that's going to brew up right here in the south, and there is a tornado threat for today. Not only do we have the rains that's coming in by Idaho, East Oregon, West Montana, and northern Nevada. This is starting to brew up. This is going to head to the east for you, but I'm not showing anything significant over there. But you have in this area, you have the thunderstorms and all the rainfall that's going to cover. You have your marginal in the green, and you have your slight in the yellow. Now, we do have a tornado risk for today. 2%. It's all the way through Oklahoma, around Texas. And I'm showing that this is going to start sometime around, really right around the time this video is coming out, right around noontime today. You also have a hail probability for today. The yellow is 15%, and the 5% is the brown, with some winds that will be picking up. I will show you that as well. Matter of fact, it's one of the key factors to show you where these storms are going to be brewing, and it could be a chance for tomorrow. However, there is no Torcon for tomorrow. And according to National Weather Service, the main risk for the tornadoes today, the main cities, is Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, and Garland, Texas. Now, those of you that said once again happy birthday to me, thank you so much. It was really overwhelming. God bless you and your family, because y'all really brought peace to my house, and we had a great day. So thank you so much. Matter of fact, that's another reason why I'm later this morning. It was my son's birthday today, and it was kind of like Christmas when he woke up, and I was all ready to go. But he woke up and he was ready to get into his presents, so we got into his presents and celebrated. But it was truly a blessing, because now with the new runs and the new data that I'm showing as far as this Arctic blast that I will show you once again, that there is a big update. And those of you that have never been here before, this is Deep South Homestead. God bless these people. They are very great people. They do all kind of gardening tips and when to plant, when not to plant, what to plant. They are just geniuses in that category. It's really awesome. And what I really loved is towards the end of their stream, they did a prayer. So that was a bonus for me. But they're really nice people. His name is Danny. His wife's name is Wanda. You should check them out if you're not a subscriber already. I mean, they do have over 165,000 subscribers. So thank you once again, Danny. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate y'all giving me a shout out the other day. It brought me over 300-400 subs. Thank you so much, and welcome all of you. Now, before I get to this story, there's something I'd like to mention. Just to speak up about it a little bit, because I've been called a schmuck by someone that's supposed to be professional. Matter of fact, someone that has 81,000 followers on Facebook. He's a meteorologist. He called me stupid this morning. And I was pointed this out by a sub of ours, but I'm not going to tell you who. But I was told that my name was quite the topic this morning. I was like, really? Wow. So when I checked it out, I found this guy, Eric Beerus, a meteorologist, calling me a schmuck and calling me stupid because he didn't see the things I seen as far as this Arctic air that's coming. Now, only to his behalf, I'll say the person that did ask him a comment did say something about me saying about a deep freeze. And I never said anything about a deep freeze. I just said they got cold temperatures coming and it's going to be freezing wind chills. And I'm showing it now. I'm showing there's a big update. There could be a second dip. So, yes, there is very cold temperatures coming, just in case you don't know Eric. But I want to show y'all, because I don't know if y'all are one of his followers. I'm not telling you unfollow him. I don't want any harm done at all. I just want to speak up a little bit on my behalf for him calling me stupid when he don't even know me. He watched about 5 seconds of the beginning of my video, and you just called a religious man stupid, buddy. Are you even religious? Do you believe in God, Eric? Because you attacking me and don't even know me isn't cool. Just saying. So I'm going to show you a little bit of his video. It's about 30 seconds. It's not much, just so you can get the cap of what I'm talking about. And so you're going to see somebody ask him, what about the information that I've been given? I was just sitting there smiling like, wow, somebody's talking about me. And this guy immediately just attacks me and calls me stupid, a schmuck. Anyway, I want to get to what I know for fact as far as this Arctic blast and this cold air coming, guys. And I will show you that after we let Eric speak real quick.
Do I think that we may start hurricane season on May 15th? I think probably. Is it this year? No. But is it another year? Next year, the year after the year, certainly a possibility.
Do you know anything, man?
Yeah. It's look, that's outside of my world.
Obviously.
I just work here, you know what I'm saying? I just work here. Any
You're a
substantial
meteorologist,
snow coming to Colorado, Susan? I don't forecast for Colorado. I have no idea, my dear. I'm sorry.
I'll fix you in a
Brian
minute,
says maybe
okay?
Weatherman Plus meant he was buying a new deep freezer
making
in
a
the end of
video.
March. I have no idea. Weatherman Plus is an NBC product?
I don't know where that comes from, an NBC product. We all know that wouldn't work. I'm too religious for that.
Told us. Yeah, I would have. I mean, nothing is saying a freeze ahead. But I've never... Look, I consider myself fairly in the know of Weatherman Plus. Weatherman Plus. I'm just Googling this. What is Weatherman Plus? I don't think that... that is not an NBC product. That's just some I don't know anything about this guy.
What's that?
But I can just tell by
Eric,
looking
why
at
are
the
you calling me
graphics
names, dude?
Milliseconds.
Yeah, exactly. And you already judging
Weatherman
me?
Plus is
Bro.
Not an NBC product.
That wasn't even a question about an NBC, bro. We were talking about the freeze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kenneth, good morning.
So I figured I'd bring that out.
Dina, good.
Hush, Eric. Just wanted to let you know, if you follow this guy, don't attack him. Don't do anything, because I don't know if you've seen his thing this morning, but wow. Well, let's get past that. And let me show you what I have for you as far as this cold air coming. And if you've never been here before, hello. My name is Mark. I would say good morning, but it's late video. Good afternoon to you. Good evening. So if you've never been here before, hit the subscribe button. I do upload every single day, and usually early. Now, I'm showing you EPO this afternoon because we do have that cold anomaly coming down, and even Texas will be feeling in the temperatures of 40s or whatnot. Well, if you look right here, this is your Eastern Pacific Oscillation. Just lets you know whether you have a high trough or a deep ridge on the west coast. And according to the Euro, we are going into a deep trough. And it will get deep all the way to the 25th, the 26th, before it starts going back up to a neutral phase. So this means that it'll be lowered way down on the left, on the southwest of the country, where cold storms or storms period can come down into the deep south. And once again, this is trending. This is the GFS showing the same thing, and it is showing that now we are on a going towards a neutral to a negative phase on the EPO, and it will be all the way to the 26th for its deepest of its trough that it'll get before it starts going to a neutral to a positive phase and get a high ridge. Not real high, but it will do some bobbling, and this will be more storms coming in between these bobbles. Now, just to show you what you're looking at on my two videos today, on the top, very top on the left, is you have the whole country, and you have the 2-meter temperatures. That's 2 meters from the ground. That's not wind chills. And I have it running through so you can see exactly what I'm about to show you of what's to come. And the video right above my head is a zoomed in view for the southeast, pretty much the deep south, all the way to Florida, where it's showing that Florida will even be in the 40s, 50s, to the bottom tip being in the 60s. And you got to remember, this is without any wind chills. You're going to see this, and you will see freezing temperatures, especially across Tennessee moving down. But you will also see a second blast. And if you've never been here before, the time and date stamp is right here on the top left. And this is us first thing this afternoon. This is your 18Z. It's 1 p.m. Central Time. And you do see our cold anomaly coming down. It's not freezing cold. It's not Arctic cold. But it is cold air that is coming down towards Texas. And you do see that ridge up here, but you do see a deep trough all the way down. And this is today. This is the 22nd. Now, the reason why we show a deep trough all the way to the 26th is because this is going to shoot another shot of cold air down, and these two are actually going to elongate the trough, and it's going to be all over the whole southwest, and they're going to bobble around for a while, kind of like the Fujiwara effect, and it's going to then move to the Midwest and stretch out to the Northeast. Then we're going to have our deep colder air that's going to be moving in. So as you go through your evening this afternoon, you see that those will start to get colder and colder to a certain temperature, and then they'll swindle around towards the central U.S. while this other cold anomaly comes down, and we get still a long trough, and it's got to be all the way to the 26. So this is going to come down and elongate this, and these two are just going to spin around for a while. See, there it is again. And it's going to keep this well elongated. This is only the 25th, and this is by Thursday. And now the cold air is coming all the way from Texas all the way to the northwest up to Washington. So it's kind of conquering this whole ridge line right here, except for the west coast. But then again, it still swings down because we have to go all the way to the 26th before it starts going back to a neutral phase. So it comes down again for a second punch, and this is by Friday. So it's some more cold air that's going to be coming in with that. So you do see the first one that comes in, and it goes pretty far south into Texas. And this is going to be around 30s for northern Texas, 40s for central Texas, and then 50s for southern Texas. So this cold air is going to come in. It's going to swoop in for a couple of days, keep the real hot temperatures off. But then right around the late of March, we start seeing our cold anomaly come in. This is on Sunday on the 28th, and this is according to the GFS. And then it stretches down, and you can see it stretch all the way to the south down here, and it changes all these temperatures, but it's really, really cold for the northeast. But now you see another bundle up that is coming from the west because it showed a deep trough all the way to the 6th. So having something at the 29th and really bad cold is bad enough, but where's this deep trough? And then as you search, you see around the end of the month, you do get a nice little trough for the Midwest. And this will move. None of this is set in stone. But you see it will bring cold air once again to the northeast. It's not Arctic cold like negative temperatures, but it will bring cold air and it will stretch somewhat to the south. Now you're on the 1st. This is that other bump that's on the AO that I showed you, that they have another one on the 1st, the second bump. But then after that, it swings some more cold air because it has to go all the way to the 6th. And that's where GFS was like, I keep seeing the 6, with negative Arctic air. And if you look here, right around the 6, we do get another dip of Arctic air that does come down. It's not super, super cold, but will once again go deep south and bring cold temperatures once again to the south. Now that first dip is that we're incurring now, the most it's going to do when it twirls around is this is your northwest. It puts a lot of y'all in the 30s and some of y'all in the 20s. But some very cold temperatures in the northwest. And this is by Thursday on the 25th. And the Midwest feels it as well. And they even get into below freezing temperatures in the upper Midwest. But it's very cold air that's coming in just at the beginning of all this. And since it's coming from the southwest, by Thursday, same date, you're going to feel these temperatures as it moves through. And it's going to be 30s and 40s. It won't be bad. You will stay in the 50s on the west coast as it goes by, but it will be 30s and 40s until this system moves through. And it's going to be all the way to the 26th. It's going to fumble around for a while. But just at the beginning of it, right now dealing with this system that's going to be around, just by Thursday, you're still going to be in the 20s to 40s on lower New Mexico, 20s temperatures on northern New Mexico. And the panhandle of Texas is going to be right at the edge of freezing and getting a little warmer as you go down, but it will be 40s in the center, 30s on the northern. Now, we didn't do wind chills yet. Everything I showed you is just straight temperatures. But now when you throw the wind chill factor into it, it's going to put northern Texas into the 20s, while central still stays around the 40s. It's not going to affect real southern Texas too far, but it will move in. Now, when you look at the AO, this is your Arctic oscillation. It's to let you know when the cold air is going to come down from Antarctica, and you can see exactly what it's going to do. And it is showing, once again, GFS, that there is going to be a -2 or more of a deep Arctic air that's going to come into our country. And it does show that it does start today. We have a high, as a matter of fact, right around the 23rd, but then the cold air is going to start dropping down. And if you see right around the 1st is where I showed you that other anomaly that twirls in. That's when you feel that one. And then again, all the way on the 6th, that possibility for what comes after. And if that one didn't seem bad enough, it goes even deeper. So we might have something else coming. Now we're at the 500 millibar height. We can see a little bit better of this cold air that's coming through. And this is the same shot. 1 o'clock this afternoon today. You can see the cold air that is coming through, and it will do its bobble effect all the way to the 25th and 26th with cold temperatures, and it won't leave until after that. This is all the way to the 25th, still bobbling, cold temperatures, and then leaves out on the 26th on the positive phase for the AO. Now, according to the GFS, I'm going to show you two different ones because Euro is seeing it as well. Matter of fact, Euro is showing something quite interesting. But according to GFS, on the 28th, it does make its move towards some more colder air that does come down from the Arctic Oscillation, and it does head towards the northeast. At the same time, look what's on his rear. So after they get this shot in the northeast, they got this other one that meets up with that dip that we're going to have on the 1st, and this is going to dip in with some cold air as well. Now, just because this purple is not down here, don't mean these temperatures will not be cold. Then as you go through on the 1st, you can see it reaches way far down, and trust me, this is going to be a change. I'll show you your temperatures. But even a second anomaly coming, so a 1-2 punch. It looks like a good possibility, especially according to the GFS. And it's going to punch the same place in the northeast with this cold Arctic air that's coming through. There's not going to be, once again, negative temperatures, but it will be Arctic air and it will not be springtime. But look what's moving in right from the 5th to the 6th, just like we saw on the Arctic Oscillation on GFS. That another anomaly is going to move in, and this is cold Arctic air, guys. And after this twirl, it goes south. It does like a spring effect. You see it stretching down here. See it stretching? It's coming back down. So it's going to stretch down, and this is more cold air. And we're talking Wednesday. This is on April 7th. And also, this is trending, guys. So not only is there cold air coming down to the deep south, you can see how far this is. This is the Euro. This is the Euro model. So it's not only GFS, it is Euro. Not only that, it is multiple models. GEFS also shows it. Canadian model shows it as well. And not only that, the 29th, after you get this first punch of the Arctic air, is showing the second one coming as well. So there's going to be a possibility, a good chance for a 1-2 punch. And according to the Euro model, on the 29th, which is Monday, the temperatures get about 40s in the south, all the way across the south. That's not freezing cold temperatures, but once again, that's just your regular 2-meter temperatures. But when you go to the deep south, where it's at its warmest, you do see the 40-degree temperatures. And then on the next day, on your temperatures, it starts coming in freezing now. Now you're getting 33 degrees, 28 degrees in northern Georgia, South Carolina. You can see the freezing line. I didn't show the rest of the country because my point was how far south these temperatures are really going to feel. And you do see the high 30s for Alabama, and everybody else is in the 40s. South Carolina in the 30s, North Carolina in the 30s. And with your wind chills, it's going to feel frozen for a lot more people in the high 30s. So it's really going to be cold, especially for northern Florida. It's going to be in the 40s, central Florida in the 50s. That's wind chills. And if you look at the Canadian model on the same shot, and this is your 2-meter temperatures, you'll see that you are in the low 30s, especially for the northern half. And you'll see that not only the 30s, even 29 start trying to make their ways. 24, 25 in northern Georgia. This is your actual temperature. This is not wind chill. With your wind chill, it's going to bring it even further down. Matter of fact, southern Florida is going to feel like 59 to 60 degrees with the wind chill factor. And even all the south is going to be very cold temperatures. It's going to be in the 30s for a lot of y'all. And this is more than one model. This is the Canadian model. This is trending. This is coming. I don't know what this guy is talking about. I know he has a license and all. This cold air is coming. All right, so I know the video is really long today, but it was a lot to talk about because if there is a 1-2 punch, guys, we need to take this seriously. It's not going to be warm for a while. I mean, I didn't even show the temperatures other than the south. So everybody else is going to be seeing those freezing temperatures. I will update it. Hopefully y'all hit the timestamps in the video. I'd like to give y'all a little word today. God bless you all today. Hope you have a very blessed day today. What I'm going to do is play this so you can see all these storms that's going to brew up this afternoon, going to the Midwest. And you'll see the storms also come from the south that we will be having. So let me play this for you. I got it going pretty slow. Your time and date is on the top left. Romans 13. Let every soul be subject unto the high powers. For there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Wherefore ye must needs be subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. For this cause pay ye tribute also, for they are God's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. Render therefore to all their dues, tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor. Owe no man anything but to love one another, for he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet, and if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. But put ye on the Lord Jesus Christ, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lusts thereof. Amen. God bless you all today. Hope you have a very pleasant and very blessed afternoon. I'm off to go back to my son's birthday party. All glory does go to God, God of Jacob. Amen.